All right, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? And today we are continuing the video audit series of not hospice care, not hospitals. Guys, we are going to start a brand new mini series on the channel. It's going to be nursing homes. So today I searched the best nursing home in New York City. We are in the Big Apple, New York. In my opinion, it's the best. One of, not the, but one of the best cities in the entire world, in my opinion. I think we can all agree on that. New York's fantastic. And yeah, guys, what I want to do is I want to go through, as I've done with hospice now. I've made about 25 videos on hospice. I've made about 25 videos on hospitals. And I'm probably going to make about the same with the nursing home. In every single video, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the Google profile. I'm going to do a complete audit on that. I'm going to go over the website, do a complete audit on that. And then I'm going to go into the social media and see what we can do. Again, I get a lot of comments saying, oh, Sean, why don't you do the, Google ads or their email? Like, why don't you do that? I can't see it. I'm not privy to that information. If I, try to hack into the account, then that's a different story. But I do not want to break the law. So I am a fan of being compliant and not breaking the law for sure. So what I want to do is I'm going to rate Harlem Center for Nursing and Rehabilitation. This is going to be the first nursing home that I do. And let's get started, guys. So first thing I see is 4.4 out of 5. Just as a kind of note here, hospitals had a little bit lower of a rating. Nursing homes, for the most part, I've seen are a little bit higher because, right, it's a little bit more empathetic. They're dealing with, I just feel like, and again, I don't want to say, oh, nursing homes have better care than hospitals. It's just for the most part, like you're going there, for the most part what's happening. It's a rehabilitation. Like they have a decreased number of services, so it makes them like more specialty, like whatever the logic is behind. I'm not a medical provider. It's just from what I'm seeing, the reviews are better than the hospitals for sure. So 4.4 out of 5, great rating there. We're going to get that up to at least a 4.5 in my opinion. Then they're really going to be cooking with gas. Almost 300 reviews, 28 photos. So this is something where, these guys, I'm sure they've been around for a long time. So we want to get at least, I'd say like at least 100 photos. I think that would be okay. And again, I've made this point so many times now, guys, but the reason they're getting good reviews is because they're responding to all these reviews. It's so important to respond to every single review you have here. It doesn't matter if it's good, doesn't matter if it's bad. You got to respond to all of them, right? If it's a good one, hey, thanks for the review. If it's a bad one, hey, what happened? Let's reach out. Here's a phone number to call. Here's an email to call. There you go, right? Very, very important. Address, hours, phone, cool. There you go. And good for these guys. So they're actually posting updates pretty much every single week, multiple times a week. So that's fantastic. The one thing I would like to see, and I think a lot of hospitals and hospice carers lack this, is they don't have the services that they actually provide. So if they have like 10 specific services, you've got to have this added on the little slideshow, kind of like you have here, but it's specifically if you go to, I believe it's like info, and then you put in like the products and services. Obviously, this would be a service. So you would add that there. And I think it's below the Q&A section or above the Q&A section. Whatever it is, you got to add it. Very important. Let's go to the updates here. So they're posting some text for the most part. Then they do some hashtags. I'll just say a couple things. Like I would recommend they mix in wide angle photos as well as videos. I think that's very important, as well as like a better call to action for these posts. I think that's actually a lot better because, as you can see, the majority of these hashtags, like no one's really going to be Googling these things. So I would recommend for them to actually put in like better hashtags. And on top of that, they have like a, call us now, learn more, which you can go to like a specific page on a website. So I'd highly recommend they use that as a call to action. There's no call to actions here, which again, like you don't want to put every single post as a call to action, but it needs to be natural. But that's what I'd recommend. I think it's very important. Moving on here, so go to profile. So they have Facebook, they have LinkedIn. They're missing 5 profiles here. So I would probably reckon when I go and check out the website in a little bit, for the most part, they're going to have more social media profiles on the website. You got to add them onto the Google profile, though, guys. It's really, really important. So the ones they're missing, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Pinterest. Those 5 they're missing. They need to add this currently here. Those are the 7 profiles that are added. Maybe in the future they'll add, I don't know, what's a social media profile that's important? Snapchat? Are they going to add Snapchat? Probably not. But well, I hope they don't. Snapchat's kind of corny, especially if you're an adult. You shouldn't be using that. But let's go to website. Let's check this out. So Harlem Center for Nursing and Rehabilitation. So if I go to the home page here, let's see what we have. So keep going to this one page. So right off the get-go, nice little wide image right here, best nursing home, short-term rehabilitation, and then also long-term care. And then they have a pretty good rating on, what is this, QBlue. So that's good. The website to me looks okay. I mean, aesthetically, this is all right. I would want them to, so they don't have any social media profiles. That's interesting. I would like for them to add a blog page. I think blogs are very, very, very important to actually getting more traffic to a website. If I do an audit on the website of like their actual technical SEO, they're missing a description. The header title is okay. I would like to have it maybe be a little bit more, well, they only have 75 characters to play with, so I think this is good for the time being. But as you can see, like they're missing a lot of tags on the actual technical SEO portion of the website. Mobile, they need to optimize. There's a warning screen here. There's a warning screen here. They don't have any links or images on the anchor text. And then this is very important. Every single image that is posted here is not optimized. So very, very important here. Again, these are reasons and these are specific examples that slow down a website, right? Missing theme, missing colors, that's very important. They need to have that added. The Google Tag Manager, I would say this is cool. So they have Google Analytics set up. That's nice. So it's okay. I mean, not for nothing. I think it would be better to kind of get this beefed up just a little bit, but they're doing all right for the time being. All right. So there's social media here. A couple things I would change. I mean, if this is their logo, I would highly recommend for them to actually have like a better logo. It's because you can't really see the A. The colors are a little distorted, so I would make it a little different. The other thing is you actually don't see, I don't know what this word is, in Allure facility. I don't know what this is, but I would assume that's what this is. It's an A and something else. So I would want to get this. I mean, this portion of the image is great, nurse with the patient, love that, but I don't want things to get cut off. So I would highly recommend for that to get changed. In terms of details, I would recommend for them to update a lot of different things here. So adding in like the phone number and the address, maybe putting like a Google pin and stuff. That's very important. And then the other thing too. So unfortunately, from what I see, they have, their call to action. This is like their main post on the website. That's okay. Or on the LinkedIn rather. That's okay. I would like for them to mix up. So this is cool stuff here, like ground heights, tea time. That's cool. Yeah. So this stuff is good. I would recommend for them to make like really good curated reels. Vertical style, horizontal style reels. That's very important. So overall, I think they're doing a great job. I think, out of an F to an A rating, I'm going to give them about a B. I just think there's things technically they need to fix on the website. But that being said, guys, if you need a video audit or you need anything related to any audit on a website, feel free to contact me, Sean@needmomentum.com, and then you can call or text my number, 215-607-6482. Like, comment, subscribe. You guys know what to do, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.